Well, I'll start off the podcast today because I think everyone needs to know that Alfie has got some really, really exciting things to share today. I'm just going to give you some top line in case you're thinking, oh, I can't wait for the whole episode to hear what Alfie's got to talk about. Number one, apparently Sainsbury's, which is crazy because I never thought Alfie had been to Sainsbury's.
It's a story about Sainsbury's and it's a story about AI.
That's...
Boom, 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 boom.
This is literally why we're struggling for viewership.
Wait, Soph, can you hear that?
Of course I can hear that. What?
That's the fun klaxon. Bang, 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 bang. Sainsbury's AI story. Bang, double whammy for the Alfie fans. Go on.
God, sounds so boring. And then he was like, and then I've actually got a really interesting story about the train. I was what, again?
Yeah, 2 weeks of the trains. Get used to that. Sophie saw that I labelled the previous episode. I titled it as...
I actually felt like rage.
Alf and Sophie explain 19th century railway terminology. And Sophie doesn't usually see the...
I never see it.
Behind the scenes of the production.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to come up with a title each week when we just talk nonsense for an hour?
It wasn't even about the 19 whatever train thing. I just can't believe no one's going to click on that episode.
We talked about how you always go up to the capital.
I can't keep having to get married to make these episodes good. And this is the problem. When I leave it to Alfie, when I don't do much that week, I think, Alfie, what have you got to say? I've got this amazing story about Sainsbury's. And then he had the cheek to say to me, I'm not going to tell you before we start the podcast.
Yeah, because I don't want to give it away. It's a great story.
It's so interesting.
It's a fantastic story.
And then also Alfie wants to read through his reviews, so...
We're going to read my negative reviews because online I've been only posting my good Edinburgh Fringe reviews. So I think it's time to read the not so positive ones.
But also something that's so funny is when there was a bad review, which isn't even a bad review, by the way, they tagged Alfie in it, which I think is actually iconic from the publication.
I got 3 stars and they tagged me in it on Instagram and atted me on Twitter, and I don't even use my Twitter.
That's so funny.
And it's funny because you're not meant to really read bad reviews because apparently you don't read bad reviews.
I don't read. I only get sent my reviews if they're good. I can't read bad reviews because my self-esteem can't take it. But as we all know, you've got way too much self-esteem.
I've got a lot of self-esteem. I do have a lot of self-esteem.
It's a problem.
It is a problem. What are my foibles? I'm not perfect, but
no, I'm not saying you're perfect. You should have issues. There's things
sorry. I thought you
were
saying I was perfect.
No. There's things that
Sorry,
you should have bad self-esteem about, but for some reason you just don't.
Not about my comedy.
That could be up there.
About myself, sure. Who doesn't? Who doesn't have insecurity? But not about my performance on stage and my rate of growth.
Sure.
That's fine.
My rate of growth.
My rate of growth online and in the room is absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine by me. But look, I will read some of those. Yeah. They tagged me online, and you're meant to just ignore. They tagged me on Instagram, and you're meant to ignore them. And I liked it, and because I liked it, it then got shown to loads of my friends.
Oh, is that why?
That's why.
Yeah, I saw it as well.
So, Irish comedian Reese Kidd, shout out, we'll get him on the pod. He messaged me like, what the hell are you doing? Like adding more publicity to your negative reviews.
So funny.
And I just thought, well, it is a review. I'm glad they came. They still put as much effort into it.
Yeah.
They just shaded in fewer of the stars. They were lazier when it came to the stars.
It's so interesting with a review because it could read awfully, but if it had 4 or 5 stars, you're like, don't care. But as soon as it's got 3 stars, if it reads beautifully, you're like, you've ruined me there.
Well, we're going to have a look maybe later on in the episode, but of these 3-star reviews I've got, but they read really well. And I read them and I was like, oh, lovely. And then I saw 3 stars and I was like, oh, meh.
That is so weird, isn't it? Yeah.
3 stars is middle of the road. 3
stars is actually really good. But
you keep telling yourself that, Soph. You keep telling yourself that. 3 stars is actually...
I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't had a 3-star yet. But
well, you haven't been looking, so... We can figure that out.
That's true. Actually, I might have a 3-star.
We've also got a submission from the one person that keeps submitting to the form.
Shout
out. She's back.
We love her. Our only listener.
She's cleared up some information. But that's my layout for the episode. And I don't know what you want differently. First of all, you're hungover.
Yeah, how do you know that? I didn't tell you.
You just said that you went out till 2.
I didn't say I was hungover.
Oh, fine. Well,
but I am tired.
Okay.
I am. I dragged myself up for this podcast and I thought, I can't believe I've got to do this morning.
I had a feeling you might be because yesterday you messaged me and said, can we do it at midday?
Yeah. And then you said, get there for 11:30. I thought, well, that's not midday, is it?
It's all about keeping a little bit of control. Small wins. Yeah, we could do 11:45.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, guess I am then.
But look, I didn't know what else. I was looking. The only other thing I wanted to talk about, and I thought this would annoy you more, is the changes in the weather.
Yeah, that's really boring.
Okay. Well, just because it is going to rain again.
Wow. And do you know what? Considering most of our audience aren't in Edinburgh, don't think they give a fuck.
No, I'm not talking about in Edinburgh. I'm talking about the entire of the
What?
So if the whole of the
world?
UK is no, not the whole world, but not the whole world. Not the whole world is under. I love the idea that the whole world has had a heat wave. I mean, I don't want to get political, but it is getting warmer.
Wow.
The UK has been in such a bad heat wave that there are droughts and the fields are dry and yellow.
I've seen that because I keep seeing pictures of fields and I think, oh, I'd hate to get married and have a field like that.
You got married before the drought.
Before the hosepipe ban.
And potentially your marriage angered the gods.
Maybe.
Because it hasn't rained, I don't think, since you got married.
It actually hasn't rained.
I don't know if many people are talking about it.
It rained on the morning of my wedding.
That was God crying.
Yeah, it was like, please don't do it.
He realised he'd never have a chance with you.
Yeah, which is crazy because he does.
He still has a chance.
Yeah.
Did it not rain in the evening at your wedding? No, it didn't. We were outside.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it was only in the morning.
You got very lucky. Oh, it was boiling at your wedding.
Boiling.
And it's been boiling since, and the rain is coming back later this week.
So what you've done here is you said, I was going to talk about this, and I said, yeah, don't, and then you've done it.
I've got railway stuff, I've got technology, I've got reviews about myself, but I wanted to sneak in a bit of meteorology before we start.
Every week it just becomes more and more. This is just the Alfie podcast, and I'm just here to facilitate you having someone to talk to.
Have you got, what do you want to talk about this week?
No,
what
I have nothing to talk
You got
about.
nothing, exactly.
I have absolutely nothing to talk about.
Sainsbury's. Should we start with Sainsbury's?
Feels like we're going to.
No, let's start with our agony aunt.
Okay. Wow, you're very ADHD today.
Yeah, I've got 5 tabs open and it's freaking me out a bit. If you didn't hear last week and the week before, basically we have an agony aunts Google form which is in the link tree, and you can send us. And I was hoping for like gossip, or
gossip would be great,
like drama confessions, maybe be nice. But instead,
one thing, sorry to interrupt you, I'm really not loving about the fringes. Normally there's gossip by now. People have got of each other and I've heard nothing. But hopefully this is some gossip.
Well, we are halfway through the fringe.
Yeah.
And there's tickets available if you want to come and see our shows. And it does feel quite tame.
It feels so tame. There's no drama, no one's fallen out, no one's got of each
like
other.
Celebrity beef. There's usually like, hold on.
Guess who was in, well, there's basically a members bar up here for the comedians. Ooh. Guess who was in it the other day? Alfie doesn't have a pass.
Yeah, I don't know how you've got a pass, by the way. Because
I'm a fucking star,
Sophie
Alfie
said to me like last week, she was like, oh, do you want to come to this VIP? But I can probably get you in. And I said, how have you got a pass to something I don't have a pass to?
I've got passes for every single members bar.
When we're in the same venue.
Yeah, because the thing is, Alfie, I've got a lot of respect up here. And people want to see me in those bars. I don't even need a pass. I can just walk in.
You did just walk in. You took me and I did feel like you were sort of sneaking me into a party. It felt really cool.
It was crazy last night. But anyway, Antonio Banderas.
Have another run at it. Running jump. Here we go.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Is that his name? Antonio Bandero?
Antonio.
You know Zorro?
Banderas, the Spanish actor.
That is right. He was in that club.
Yeah.
That bar.
He's Puss in Boots.
Isn't that mental?
I think.
What I will say is I didn't see him, but I heard from multiple people that he was there.
Oh, so hold on. The story's changed now.
But he was there.
He goes, he's Puss in Boots. Have you seen Puss in Boots?
Of course I have.
Really good.
Yeah.
He's in
Puss in Boots. By Puss in Boots, you mean Shrek?
No. The Puss in Boots movie.
I have seen that. I don't like it. I don't really like animated films.
Put your hands up, kitty cat. That's Antonio. Oh, look, Antonio's on the pod. Antonio's just walked in the room, everyone.
We got our first guest on the pod.
Antonio, what was your favourite part about filming Puss in Boots? That I could film from my living room.
That's a really bad accent.
Sorry.
Right, get back to this.
And he was in The Expendables 3. Okay, so it's not all good news. So Antonio Banderas was at the bar last night, and you didn't.
Not last
see
night,
him.
a couple nights ago.
But you've just heard this.
Yes, from multiple people though.
He's an odd looking bloke.
I think he's good looking and he's hot.
For 66, he's doing something right.
He's hot.
He's good looking there.
Yeah. He's hot.
Antonio.
Anyway, guys, that's my fringe gossip for you. No one's got of anyone.
1.74 though.
I don't know if the clowns are running riot and ruining lives, but
no.
I've not heard anything yet.
No drama. It feels very clean. Have you seen any celeb comedians? Any of the big names?
I've walked past Nish Kumar a couple of times.
Nice. I think I might be gigging with him this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, doing a charity gig. Because I'm just that kind of guy.
It's boring.
I saw Phil Wang on the street.
Comedy. Did you?
Phil Wang.
Really?
Philly Wang Wang.
Okay.
That was the name of his
I
Netflix
was
show.
about to say, I don't know if you can say that.
No, I can say it. It's the name of his Netflix show.
Is
Really
actually?
good. Yeah, Philly
I
Wang
fucking
Wang.
hope so, guys.
I think
I
so.
don't endorse
I
that.
think anyway. That's why I just chucked it out as.
Right, what's this question?
Well, we set up the form looking for gossip, and we haven't got any gossip. We've just had one person constantly messaging,
Which we're grateful for.
Which we're great. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that in an ungrateful way.
That was.
What I mean is they're messaging, we're reading it out, and then they're replying to some of the things we've said, and this could go on indefinitely.
Which is kind of funny.
Which is quite funny, but at a certain point, I think it does we need to dead it, but we'll see.
Sorry if you're listening, because you're clearly actually our favourite fan. Let's have some respect, Alfie. Right, let's read it.
She said, hi again. Firstly, pronouns. She/her. She/her.
Because last time, guys, we panicked that we got the pronouns wrong. Well, so thank you so much for confirming that.
She said I could hear the panic through my earphones. Headphones. Earphones?
I call them earphones.
Earphones.
Earphones. Earphones?
AirPods.
I don't know if you do call them earphones.
Earphones.
Headphones. They might be earphones.
You've got your headphones on. Anyway. The autism call out, brackets from Alfie, was harsh but fair. And has now saved me $800, and that's Australian
dollars. Did you say that she had autism?
I assumed from something she said.
Guys, I am so sorry. Wow, okay.
Because I assumed we were trying to figure out if she was a fan of mine or a fan of yours.
Right.
And it kept going back and forth.
Yeah.
And she was talking about having special interests. So I was like, she's autistic, she's a fan of mine. And then she said I got ADHD, so I thought she might be a girl, she might be a fan of yours. The autism call out from Alfie was harsh but fair and has now saved me $800 Australian dollars on an official diagnosis.
You're welcome.
It's truly the podcast that keeps on giving.
That's our first review. We should put that on the podcast.
We should put that on the...
Did she confirm whose fan she was?
Hold on, here we go. So we found out that she'd discovered both of us by listening to
Cody Darla.
Cody Darla's The Truth in My Opinion podcast. Great pod. And he will be coming on the pod soon.
He's not agreed to that, but Alfie keeps saying he will.
I'm in conversation with his people. I'd never actually listened to the Truth in My Opinion podcast before. I got a random recommendation on Spotify. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And I'd like to point out at this part of the show that if you were on Spotify, you might have noticed you can now watch this episode. We are now video first on Spotify. Follow and give us a rating and help us get recommended like this woman was.
You had such TV presenter energy just then. The way you're saying as well, it's like you're a child's TV presenter.
Look, this is the first episode that is natively going out video on Spotify. And I have it on good authority that Apple Podcasts will be releasing video footage later in the year.
No one cares. Okay, moving on.
You can watch the Alf and Soph show live from your phone. I
in
never
our
actually
student
listened.
accommodation right now.
In our student accommodation, I got a random, and also you can see what we look like because people have heard about how round your head is, and they won't have seen it. They want to see it. Then, after hearing about the joint pod, i.e. the pod we have together, not the marijuana podcast, I scrolled down to Alfie's. Oh, no, sorry. So she picked a random recommendation on Spotify.
Right.
That picked an episode, and it happened to be Sophie's. Then, after hearing about the joint pod that you shouted out, I scrolled down to Alfie's episode on The Truth Is My Opinion. And now here we are. You guys recording the pod, me listening to the pod. It's quite beautiful, really.
I would like to know if you could write back this week and tell us which episode you preferred on The Truth of My Opinion, if it was mine or Alfie's. I think it's going to be mine because I had a really good episode of that.
Yeah. If you enjoyed Sophie's was about endometriosis. So if you're into that kind of shit, then go for it. Mine was about Tiger Woods getting in a car crash.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. No one's ever talked about that before either.
I had parallels to 9/11. It went super viral, but I don't know. It's just me. So I genuinely never heard of either of you before. Oh. Brackets, not in a rude way. Wow.
That is so good. No offense.
I did, however, have to look Sophie up after Alfie kept talking about her football-shaped head. Therefore, I would say I'm a fan of you both. I guess I sit in that middle bit of the Venn diagram that is your combined fan bases because I do have a friend with endometriosis.
Tell her about me.
But, doesn't she go on about it? But I also watched 4.5 World Cup games this year.
I'm obsessed with this girl.
I know, a very multifaceted fan.
This is so me.
She said, I think it's time I ask a question. Boom.
I'm obsessed with this. Guys, if you're listening, this could be you. We could be having this open dialogue on the podcast and dissecting your messages every week.
No other podcast has such an intimate relationship with its listeners like we do.
It's amazing.
I should now ask a question.
God, I'm nervous.
So this is a question from a fan. Sophie, what are your thoughts on Taylor Swift's wedding?
Have we not talked about this?
I tried to get you to talk about it, but I think we got distracted because it was at the period of lots of celeb weddings. You, Dua Lipa,
okay.
Zen Dolland.
I do remember. I think we might have had a guest on, so we just didn't get round to it. So my thoughts on Taylor Swift's wedding. I actually love Taylor Swift. I really like her music. Obviously, in the past, I've gone through like phases of being like, I'm not sure, but actually love. And I went and saw her in Paris. Incredible. Absolutely love her. One of my best friends is a huge Taylor Swift fan. And one thing I think about Taylor Swift is, sorry, Alfie, I am going to go on about this.
No, it's fine.
I feel like there's such a thing with, especially female celebrities, as soon as they become more powerful and more like famous and people start to love them, what everyone does is they then want to bring them down. It's like they can't ever be too powerful. And this happens to Taylor Swift all the time. She gets really powerful, they bring her down. Then again and again.
It's called tall poppy syndrome.
Is it?
The tallest poppy gets cut first by the plough.
Yes.
It was popular in mythology. Anyway, continue.
Okay, I love that because that's what I feel like happens with Taylor Swift. It's like no one wants to give it to her. It's exactly what's happened to Alfie at the Fringe, by the way.
6'4" poppy.
And I obviously am like, I know there's lots of speculation about her and Travis. Is it a PR relationship? I like to think it's not. Like, I actually love them. I think they're so cute.
I've never thought it is. It annoys me when people... I understand that PR relationships are a thing. I don't believe it goes as far as PR marriages.
No.
And I'll tell you for why. There's not enough benefit to both of them.
No, she's
already a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's already a...
Yeah.
Maybe 100 millionaire.
Yeah.
They've got enough money. Anything they do... they can monetize. They can monetize a wedding to anyone. First of all, they can find a celebrity that they are in love with.
Yeah.
Like if they were desperate to marry a celebrity, all they hang out with is celebrity. Literally. This is the thing I think people mistake about celebrities. And as someone that hangs with a lot of celebs, Soph, I know this for a fact. If you're famous and you're like Taylor Swift level famous, you don't meet a lot of normal people.
Yeah.
All your parties, all of your like events,
celebrities,
any dinners with friends are in private rooms behind the back of restaurants or at people's houses. And there's a safety in hanging out with celebrities because you know
they're not going to tell people stuff.
They're not going to take pictures of you. The amount every celebrity has lost friends who have tried to sell stories about them or whatever. So they only really trust the people they grew up with. So that's like family and family friends, and then other celebrities that they meet. So Taylor Swift, like everyone's like, oh, she only dates celebrities. It's like, well, she only meets celebrities.
Yeah, true.
Who can she go for dinner with? She can't go for dinner with.
This is it. No, I agree. And I think they seem so cute together. And I also think he's so hot. I'm just like, I love that for her. What I think about the wedding though.
Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah, Madison Square Garden.
Fresh. I'm on board with that.
I really am not on board with it. And I think because I got married a couple of weeks before, then... No, hear me out.
Yeah, what? You're surprised there's anyone left?
Yeah, I was like, who else can go? I had 130 people at my wedding. And there was probably about 6 people that I didn't even see that day. And I thought, oh, did they even come? Because it was
Hold on. That was your fault. You passed out at 9 p.m.
Yeah, and that one is on me. That one is on me. Okay?
You would have seen everyone if you'd been there for the whole wedding.
Yeah. But her having 1,000 people...
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 people. And I think it was at least 1,000 people. In my head, I'm like, is it just like an award show where there's loads of big round tables? What's the dance floor like? If the speeches, they're going to have to put the speeches on big projectors so everyone can see it. Like, I don't know. I just thought like, I know she's such a romantic and I love that about her. And I know it's impossible for her to have something really private. And that's probably why she did it, because then no one could see anything. Yeah. But I did just think like, I don't know, I expected her to do something like, I don't know, something like Private Island, something really like, cutesy. But then I don't know why I expected that, because Taylor Swift loves to put on a show, and she is very like open about being like, I love, I want like the spectacle, I want like the Disney fairy tale. The thing that pisses me off the most is that we've not seen any photos. I want to see her dress.
Yeah, I don't think Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce is a particularly stylish wedding, and I think Madison Square Garden sums up what they are about, which is big.
It does.
And I like that they're unapologetically big. This is not as much of a criticism as it sounds, but it's deeply unchic.
It is deeply unchic.
It's gauche.
Yeah.
Like compared to the Dua Lipa wedding.
Yeah.
That's like, yes, you guys are quite lavish and you're a bit pretentious, but you fucking know what you're doing.
Yeah.
The suits are great. The outfit's great.
Yeah.
The photos are fresh.
Whereas they had Adam Sandler. But also, in a way,
kind of
that
cool.
is kind of chic.
But it's
kinda cool.
unashamed. No, but
Exactly.
it's unashamed.
Yeah.
It's authentic.
Yeah, and it's just
authentic.
like, I don't care about being cool.
Tom Holland and Zendaya managing to do a secret wedding for 50 mil under the wraps.
In Surrey.
Fair play to you.
Yeah.
Fair
crazy.
play. And what I get from Tom Holland and Zendaya is that they're like actually obsessed with each other.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Whereas I sometimes with Travis and Kel, you know, you see like videos of them sort of at a game. I don't know.
Oh, have you seen there's videos before when them dancing and it's like and I'm just like, sorry, they're so cute. I don't know. I just actually, and I also, when he comes out on her tour, I just think like he's gone out so many men that are like clearly ashamed of her and clearly like, oh, she's embarrassing. Whereas he's so proud of her. And I'm like, that's what she deserves.
But I think it's because he's a bit embarrassing. He's a frat boy.
Yeah.
It's very American. Culturally, I think the English don't get it that is frat and sorority culture.
Yeah.
She's head of the sorority because she's like the richest and the most famous.
So true.
And he's the quarterback frat boy.
Yeah, so true.
Well, he's not a quarterback, but
I agree with that. I also think it's very cool that she turned down Vogue because Vogue once like slandered her and she was like, no, I'm not going to be the front cover of Vogue.
Did she?
Yeah. I also think that's pretty cool.
Did you turn anyone down for your wedding?
I obviously turned down Vogue, but for completely different reasons.
Money wasn't enough.
The money wasn't enough. And I just thought, you know what? I kind of want it to be a private affair. I just want to post my own Instagram posts.
Yeah. By the way, when Sophie posted about her wedding, it's like 3,000 likes on some of those things.
I know, and I should have just posted once. I'd have got way more
Actually,
likes.
it's not that much. It's not that much. It's not that much.
But I did do two posts that same day, and they both got 3,000.
At the time,
so let's
it
just
felt like a lot.
That.
Yeah, but I got 12,000 likes
6,000.
when I posted about Arsenal winning the league. So
that is so different though, because men are obsessed with football and they're little freaks about Arsenal winning the league. And I am very happy about Arsenal.
Last night, I stalked myself on Instagram.
Of course.
And my main grid is so fresh. The content's so
good. It's
good,
is it?
It's so good. I hate to say it, but my grid is so good.
And do you know what? Do you know what's so annoying about that? It's like, it's such a shame that you've got all those fake followers that no one can even appreciate it.
You know what's annoying is I posted that same clip that always goes viral and it's just brought me more followers from outside the UK. I just can't,
oh, is it done again?
for
Yeah.
the life of me, get followers in this country. I got followers all over the world. So whenever I post about Arsenal, I post stand up. They're like, "Yeah, this is great," and then I post about like the Fringe going well, and they're like, "Well, we don't care.
We don't care.
We live in Arkansas."
Yeah.
Talk more about Taylor Swift, please. Okay, so those are your thoughts.
What was the question for you? Thank you for asking me that, by the way, because I have had a lot of thoughts and feelings on that. And I'm dying to know what dress she wore, and I'm dying to know how she did her hair. Did she have the fringe?
Has none of it been leaked at all?
Nothing.
Wow.
So she basically gave every single person a separate invitation because then she knew if anything got leaked, she'd know who did it.
What, with a little code words?
Just like they all had slight differences.
Wow, that's really paranoid. The question for me is, Alfie, what's your favourite train?
Oh,
and I'm glad you asked.
God, I was really loving you. Do we know her name? She told us yet.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say it out, but she does keep writing it, so I'm sure we probably can. That's her name.
Okay, perfect.
It's a weird spelling.
Do you think?
Yeah, should that not have a... It's not very interesting, but should that not have like a Y at the end?
I think it's a nice way of spelling
What's my favourite train? It's a good question, and I tell you what it's not. Anything run by LNER. I had... quite possibly The Journey from Hell. Have you seen Come Fly With Me?
I have seen Come
Fly With Me. You know Peter
and
Judith?
Yeah.
We have had the trip from hell. And then the man tries to
recently
perk up and he goes...
Is this the story you wanted to tell me about?
He goes, well, that was quite nice. Well, do not be so crude, Peter. Anyway, we quite like Peter and Judith.
We actually are, yeah, great. I'm so glad to be likened to
you're David
Matt
Williams
or whatever.
You're David Williams and I'm Matt Lucas.
I am not David Williams.
You're David Williams. Not professionally, but just personally.
Do you think?
Just off stage.
We can't go into that on
we
the
can't
podcast,
go into that
but
on the
that's
pod.
really fucking nasty.
We all know what's going on. Yesterday I was dropping my significant other, my partner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your mum.
My wife. How dare you?
My wife.
Putting my girlfriend on a train to go back to.
Oh, they
Big
say romance
Smoke.
is dead. How nice.
They say romance is dead. It felt like those scenes in war movies where you say one hand and I run along the train. But you can't really do that anymore, can you? Because you hit a barrier.
With a flyer.
Just with a flyer.
Please, someone come to my show.
Come back to the show. Waving.
Yeah, you can't really do that anymore. Okay, so you put your wife.
I put my wife on it. I put my girlfriend, my partner, I don't know, my girlfriend sounds really embarrassing.
No, I don't think so.
So I put the old ball and chain on the train.
Yeah, that's better, yeah.
First of all, the original train was cancelled, so I bought her a second ticket for a new train that was going half an hour later.
Must be nice to be rich. It must be nice to be rich.
Well, it's just I expensed it, that's why, all those fringe earnings. If HMRC are listening, I didn't expense it, I paid for it out of pocket. And then that train was packed because the train before it had been cancelled. You know when they like try and cram two trains into one?
Oh yeah, I've heard.
So none of the seat reservations, people standing in the doorways. Crazy. Sunday night, it was crazy. And then the train was meant to leave at 5:30. At about 6, it still hadn't gone. And I was like waiting on the platform. And I was like, what's going on? And she was like, oh, they haven't said anything on the train. And so I walked down the carriage and they'd curtained off. Like they'd brought out these big white screens to block the view. There was clearly someone inside and it was like up against the train.
Yeah.
So the woman wasn't on the train. She'd fallen down on the platform, but she was like right on the yellow line.
Oh, so she didn't fallen down the side of the train?
Well, I then found out that basically she had fallen between the gap between the step and the platform.
That's my biggest fear, especially because I'm so tiny. I just think I'd go straight under.
You'd go straight down and straight through a pipe and into the sewage.
Yeah, that's it. I'd be dead.
You'd be
gone.
Flushed away. Whereas she cut her leg, I think, on the step, halfway, fell down. She kind of got pulled out of it. She was like a 35-year-old woman and she was with her family, she was with her parents.
So old as well. She should have been in a nursing home at that age.
And they were just like, just call it now. No, but apparently I thought like
a horse.
Yeah, it's the kind thing to do.
Listen.
When I see a 35-year-old woman fall over, I go, it's the kind thing to do. She's going to be a trotting horse for children now. Put her out to pasture. No, I said she's done. I said she's done. She's washed. She's cooked. Anyway, I couldn't quite see between and you know what they're like on the platform. Like no one had any clue what was going on. I went and spoke to the driver up the front of the train.
Yeah.
He wasn't even getting told. He was just like, there was a red light. Well, because he was just waiting outside, like looking, having a look. Anyway, it turned out she'd cut her leg and she was on the platform and she was okay, but it was like bad. She couldn't move. And because she was in front of the yellow line, the train couldn't pull out of the station.
Well, yeah, I'd like to think they would wait for her leg to be back up.
She was, I'm a bit like, I'll pick her up myself and move her 1 meter.
So they just like left her there with her leg there for ages?
No, what they did, their thing is to like, well, we're going to get everybody who works in the train station to come and like huddle around her and make sure like no one can see. And then they tried to call an ambulance, but they told the ambulance like, oh, it's not fatal, so like take your time. And it's the middle of Edinburgh Fringe on a Sunday, so the ambulance was like, yeah, that'll be a couple of hours till we can get a stretcher to you. After an hour and a half, someone was like, oh, there is a paramedic in the train station. And I was like, great, well, why don't we get that person?
No.
The paramedic comes along on a push bike, this like scrawny little kid, can't do anything, by the way, but gives her some painkillers. Her leg is like cut open and
that badly.
It's bad and she can't move. She's like lying on her bags. And then the paramedic's like, yeah, we could move her. We got a wheelchair. And I'm like, could we not have thought of this?
Literally.
An hour and a half. There was another train that was meant to leave an hour later, the 6:30 train. They were telling people to go and get on that instead. Half of the people got on that. The other half of the people were waiting to see if this clears up. Because in theory, as soon as this cleared up, the train's ready to go. The train's got a driver, it's ready to go over. Everyone goes over to the other train for 6:30. At 6:40, the other train doesn't leave because it doesn't have a driver. Our train turns out to have 2 drivers.
No.
One off duty.
No.
And no one makes the decision to go, why don't we just get one of them, get that train out of here?
The fact that you know all this is crazy.
Because I was going around talking to other people going, what are we doing?
Alfie's got himself the job as being CEO of now Edinburgh Waverley.
I have such a pet peeve about incompetence. It's the incompetence of, look, if we leave this lady here for 2 hours, she doesn't get any better. But you've got 400 people on this train.
And the next train.
And then the next train's also not going to go.
The trains were fucked yesterday.
The train left at 7:20.
Yeah.
So 2 hours later, they put her in a wheelchair. They moved her 1 meter out of the way and the train went.
No.
The train's gone. It's packed. There's no food. There's no water on it. It's a 4.5-hour train. It gets to Newcastle at about 9:30. So it was meant to get into London at 10. It gets to Newcastle at 9:30. As it's getting into Newcastle, they say the train's terminating here.
Yeah.
We've decided to cancel it.
What does she do?
There are no more trains going back to London.
She stayed in Newcastle last night.
Yeah.
That's my friend came to stay and she left yesterday at 10:30 in the morning, didn't get home till 8 p.m.
Oh, it's awful.
It was so
Booked a
bad.
hotel. So I have written an email
Of course you have.
to LNER,
Okay.
very strongly worded, and I'm claiming back, because then we had to buy another ticket, Newcastle to London this morning.
Yeah.
So the Newcastle to London ticket,
The hotel,
dinner. I want dinner expensed.
and this is how the rich stay rich. Can I ask? Did you write the email? To Claude wrote?
Claude wrote the email, and it is one of the longest emails that's ever been.
I'm begging you.
No, we're not going to read it, but I'm just going to show you. This is the email.
No, you did not. Do you know how they probably got so many emails from Claude this morning? They were just like all the same email, and it's like fucking.
Do you want to know? Should we just read the subject line?
Yeah.
Formal claim. Consequential losses under NRCOT condition 28.2, 16th of August 2026, London to Edinburgh booking reference. There is a condition that if they leave you stranded on your journey, they have to make alternative arrangements for you. They have a duty of care.
Or anything.
There was no bus, and they didn't book for a hotel, so they have a duty of care, and they're going to see me in court. Do you want to know how much I'm claiming for?
Please.
£191.
But you know what? That's minimum. Well, how much was the hotel? I suppose it was Newcastle.
Like £100.
That's crazy.
It wasn't too bad, but I'm claiming, and I've got all of this here.
Yeah,
and
good for
my
you,
final
Alfie.
my final paragraph is: I look forward to your response with your published timescales. Please treat this as a formal complaint should any element be declined.
Shut up, and he's put, please come to my fringe show.
No, I didn't. I said I am prepared to refer any unsolved part of this claim to the Rail Ombudsman.
Oh yeah, I've done that with Energy Ombudsman. Love them.
I
Shout
don't know
out
who
Energy Ombudsman.
the Ombudsman is.
It's like they're basically the they regulate
sound quite
and
mythical.
They are, and they basically make sure they can help you basically put on claims and take them to like make you give them money, but make them give you money.
What's the difference between an ombudsman and just small claims court?
I don't know what it is, but no, because it's not court, and all they can do is be like, listen, British Gas.
Wait, all they could do is just be like, no, come on now.
Yeah.
No, but come on now.
Guys, give her £250. You've ruined her credit rating. You've absolutely tried to charge her 20 grand.
I love the idea
give her £200 back.
They're not replying to you, so you CC in the ombudsman, and then the ombudsman just replies all and goes, "Oh, come on now, guys!
Come on, guys! Come on, guys!
No, guys!
Come!" I actually can't talk about this because I will get wound up about British Gas, and I actually just can't.
I love the idea of you go to the ombudsman. What are you going to do? Well, we're going to reply back with "Come on, guys," and that usually pushes them over the edge. No, guys, come on! 5, 4, 3, no. 3, 2, do it now.
Guys.
2, give me back my money. What?
Because they said to British Gas men to send me an apology. They never did, and I need to speak to Energy Ombudsman.
I am the ombudsman.
I have fantasies about getting so famous that British Gas asked me to do a brand deal for getting so famous. The British Gas are like, we wanted to do a brand deal, and I'm like, you want me to do a brand deal?
I would do yeah.
I hate them.
I saw the funniest brand deal, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he has talked about it and it's public, so it's fine. But do you know the comedian Tom Lucy?
Yes,
a friend of mine, but we'll get him on the pod as well. He's great. He's great. He had a podcast with Jamie Lang. He did the Private Parts podcast.
Really? Didn't
and then
know
it was
that.
with someone else. And anyway, he's a great comedian, and he's kind of famous for that podcast, but he's not like necessarily big TV famous.
Yeah.
And he did a brand deal with London City Airport, which was so funny because they let him just say whatever he wanted to. And he knew that the funniest thing he could do is admit that it's just a ridiculous partnership. So he's just like, hey guys, I'm at London City Airport, my favourite airport. And
but that's a good advert.
it was a great advert because it was just him posting on a story, and he goes, everybody who knows me knows I love London City Airport.
By the way, I actually do love London City Airport.
I mean, it's just funnier. Like,
That's
if
so
you
funny,
are a boring company and you want to hire an influencer, just let them be like, everyone knows I love LNER,
Literally.
railways. just like, let them just like slate
You know
it.
me. That's funny.
Anybody that knows me knows.
You
I love
haven't
British
said your
gas.
favourite train.
I don't, anything that isn't LNER. I would say most of them are pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't know there was different types of trains, really.
Great Western Rail. There's Avanti West Coast is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Hate.
Cross country is nasty, but in their defense, they're cheap and they don't pretend to be anything else.
They all seem cheap to me.
What does that even mean? Cross country they stop every single place they can.
Right.
Like I once went, this time last year, I went from Edinburgh to Totnes.
Random. I don't even know where that is. Is that in Cornwall?
Or did I go to Cornwall? I was either visiting my sister in Tottenham, so I was going to family thing in Cornwall.
Crazy.
And that is a 8.5-hour direct train along the side of the UK.
Okay, but is it pretty?
It's pretty. It could not be slower.
Oh.
It feels like you're walking, and cross country doesn't even have tables.
What?
It's like, and it doesn't like, it has like one bathroom and like no food.
Can't even do any work on your
cross
laptop.
country, but it's like 15 quid for like for a whole day's journey.
That's crazy.
Whereas all these other ones, they charge you for stuff, and then I like trains at midday when they're empty.
I like trains.
I like trains at
trains.
midday.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, moving on.
We got a lot out of our agony aunt section.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed that.
And remember, the form is at the link tree, which is the link in bio in our Instagram.
And thank you so much for writing in.
The Ombudsman.
Okay, what was the other thing you wanted to talk about? Oh,
say no's. Say no's.
Sainsbury's.
No, well, takes me on nicely to another.
Does it?
It's another example. Watch me land this. Speaking of corporate greed, it's not bad.
That's not bad.
So this is a headline I saw, and I was like, I have to talk to Sophie about this. So you might have seen this on the BBC today. Sainsbury's have stopped using AI because they had they accidentally wrongfully kicked out a shopper. So basically what they've got in their security cameras now, you know when you're like scanning things, it's like taking a video of your face to see if you steal something.
I didn't know that.
But do you not see yourself on it sometimes?
No.
When you're scanning food at a self-checkout,
there.
there's a bit there that's like taking a video.
I didn't know it knew that I was stealing.
No, so they've introduced new AI facial recognition, and it will try and flag if you've stolen in the past. It'll be like, oh, we know you're a thief. Anyway, Matt Arnold, 46, was buying items at the East Dulwich store when he was stopped by management at the self-service till, and they said, you have to leave because the AI has flagged you as a shoplifter. And he's like, I've never been in here before. And then now they've apologized and said it was caused by human error, but basically they're having to scrap the technology. But the reason I thought this would be interesting for us is because Matt Arnold is a comedy promoter.
Oh.
And he was gathering supplies for a stand-up event hosted next door at the Dulwich Hamlet Football Club.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
Alexander Hadow's gig.
But I think can you go up and let me see him?
That's what I'm saying. You would have met this guy.
I think I have met him. He's really nice.
He's really nice. These guys at Dulwich, it's called the Dulwich Hamlet.
Great gig.
It's at the football club, Dulwich Hamlet Football Club, and it's like 450 people in the clubhouse. It's a great gig.
It's a great gig.
And they have loads of booze.
And loads of treats for us as well.
And loads of treats. Loads of stuff for the comedians in the green room.
Yeah, he was going and stealing, by the way.
And I can see why it's such a profitable gig. Because they don't pay for supplies.
Literally, that's so funny.
But what's funny is like, you can't, like, if you wrong someone that works in comedy, they're going to be sassy with you.
Oh, they're going to they're going to the BBC.
And he said something really funny, which was like, basically they came over and said, the staff member said I'd been identified by the AI, the cameras had flagged me. And then he said it's ridiculous because a shoplifter does not walk around with that much shopping. They don't scan it through and they don't use their Nectar card. And that is such someone that works in comedy being sassy with the BBC. You go, well, if I was nicking all this shit, I wouldn't be using points, would I?
That's so good.
But it is a good point.
It's a great point.
If you're nicking booze, you don't go, oh, where's my Nectar card? It's free.
It's free.
You don't scan it.
That's actually,
it's so
also,
funny.
you can't even steal booze because they have to do the whole checks.
He was escorted off the premises.
That's mental. How embarrassing.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. Face Watch is the name of the software. Now, look, I'm not condoning it, but if you're going to make facial recognition technology that you want to be adopted by the public, don't call it Face Watch.
Yeah.
Call it like iDen
like
Solutions.
Crime Watch. Yeah.
That sounds illegal.
Face Watch does sound bad. Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was funny.
That's
They've now
really
paused
funny.
it. They're pausing it in Southeast London to investigate.
That's crazy. Also so embarrassing. You actually know someone's been stealing. That's a wild thing to do. Say, excuse me, you actually can't buy this. That is mental.
And also him just like scanning items slowly, getting his Nectar card out, being like, we can tell you're stealing all this stuff.
That's crazy.
Ed Knight, who's a great comedian who's up at the Fringe, had a brilliant bit, I think in his last show, about the self-service checkouts where it goes like, oh, you've put the wrong item in here, and it tells you that you've fucked it up, when actually it's always the machine that's confused.
Yeah.
And no one's stealing by like massively playing with the weight.
Yeah.
I think his joke was like when they go, "Oh, we think this is garlic," and he goes, "No, it's a PlayStation 2." It's just like you can tell and then they have to call over a human,
literally,
to come and tell the machine that the machine's wrong. It's always the machine that's wrong.
So interesting you're saying this because you're normally very pro the machine.
I'm pro the machine.
You're pro AI,
but I'm
pro machine.
pro competence. I like good tech. Claude is good.
Claude is good because it's written your whole show, and I actually think it's doing quite well.
It's written a 3-star show. Speaking of,
oh yeah, your reviews.
Should we do the reviews?
Yes, I only want you to read the horrible bits. I don't want to hear anything nice.
So I have been getting pretty good reviews since I've been up here, but what have I got?
You've got great. He's got a 5-star, couple 5 stars.
I've got a real mixed bag of things.
Yeah. 5 stars from someone that doesn't even give 5 stars.
Ooh, look at the symmetry. So I've got 6 reviews, 2 5-star, 2 4-star, 2 3-star.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, only you would think that's nice.
And an award nomination.
Oh, yeah.
Go to nextupcomedy.
We need to vote for you, don't we?
Yeah, how do you...
Can you send it to me because I need to vote for you?
How do you vote for me? Go to nextupcomedy. Something.
Also, it's not even the best newcomer, is it? It's just best...
It's just best show. Don't worry about it.
It's incredible.
Go to nextupcomedy.com and then there is a little thing that says like vote in the award, and above it has a label that says you need an account to vote in the award, but you don't.
Okay.
That's just like there's a button to click to set up an account.
Yeah.
You can just fill in, it's a type form. You can just fill it in and it goes.
Okay.
It looks like you need an account. I promise you don't need an account. Just vote for me on that. Thank you very much.
Okay, love this. I need to vote for you after this.
Anyway, 2 sort of quite studenty papers have given me 3 stars. They didn't enjoy it so much. This is the first one. What if they said that they didn't like? Alfie Dundas' First Class Panic is self-aware, verging on self-deprecating stand-up show that finds the humour in both luxury and tragedy.
Crazy to call you self-aware.
Self-aware.
Crazy.
Alfie Dundas is self-aware.
That should just be the Paul quote, by the way.
Interesting. However, Dundas' focus on material about his upper-class upbringing and family life, while understandable, risks putting himself in a box. His best material comes in the second half of the show. Okay, so what didn't you like? Whilst it's obvious that his lived experience is going to be a strong influence on his work, Dundas' comedy runs the risk of going stale if it puts too much emphasis on a single topic.
I think it's very impressive to do a whole show on one topic.
Again,
not the ChatGPT line there.
The ChatGPT. Oh yeah, they've put
hyphen.
An
a
M,
long hyphen.
What's it called? An M dot? No.
I think it's called. I don't know. In my head, it's called a long hyphen.
It's that long hyphen. Yeah. Oh my God, Dave.
That's
Shall I tell you how
funny.
we'll know if it's not? You can tell if it's AI if they go, it's not just this, it's this.
Yeah.
It's not just X, it's what. There's
yeah.
certain things like that. Some of Dundas' material does feel slightly tired. Long hyphen. It's safe to say that self-aggrandizing jokes about being a male feminist have been overdone by now. Okay. He also didn't cope well when these kind of jokes didn't bring the house down, pointing out that he thinks they're funny.
No, that's the funniest bit.
And they usually
funny.
get a bigger laugh. His annoyance at the lack of crowd response created an uncomfortable atmosphere at points, particularly given that the vast majority of these jokes did get laughs, just not as raucous laughter as he thought they deserved. Now, that's
actually so funny.
Is a totally fair criticism. Because I have struggled to adjust to being in a small room where I'm getting a bit of a theatery crowd.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm getting a panto response rather than what I thought I'd signed up for, which is stand-up comedy. It's what I have made the mistake of whipping this room, like working it out in clubs. And now doing it to like a more of a like theatrical crowd.
Yeah.
And I don't get the laughs, and it is that I'm expecting a bigger laugh, but my thing is like I feel like they're just batting their eyelids at me.
Yeah.
And being like, why are you making these jokes? And I'm going, because it's a stand-up comedy show.
Yeah. I do think the thing is with Fringe is it is very different because people are going to see like 3 to 9 shows a day, that when I watch a show, I struggle to laugh throughout the whole show. I'm tired and I'm just enjoying it, and it's not the same.
Yeah, and what basically when both these reviewers came in, I think it was on the first Saturday, and it was the worst show. I've really struggled on the Saturdays because people are tired and they've seen 5 other shows, and I was in a bad mood going onto the stage. So then when I don't get the laugh, my comedy persona works when I berate the crowd. And I'm like, oh,
it does.
But not if they think I'm actually feeling entitled to more laughs.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough. Dundas has material that is undeniably strong. His crowd work is funny and doesn't fall into the trap of needless cruelty that some crowd work comics fall into. His use of mixed media is innovative, driving punchlines home and getting the biggest laughs at the set. The irony of First Class Panic is that while he feels able to poke fun at his upper class upbringing, he seemingly feels a certain entitlement to laughter, which can be awkward when he doesn't receive it. A certain entitlement to laughter as a comedian is quite funny, isn't it?
It's really funny.
Because it's sort of like that is that
it's kind of what we do, yeah.
The things that have been annoying me about Fringe is when I'm getting a better response for the clever kind of moving bits and not what the response I deserve for the comedy. Because for me, the comedy is the hard part.
Yeah.
Getting people to feel things is pretty easy. And maybe I'm just coming at it from the wrong angle.
That's interesting though. Okay.
3 stars. Alfie Dundas is self-aware. That's the quote.
That's the quote.
I'm pulling out of that.
We love that.
Undeniably strong material. That's the quote.
Okay.
That's the quote I'm taking. Should we read the other? What was the other one? Now, this one I have an issue with. Because of the opening line of this. This is the other 3-star review I got. As the male heir of a wealthy family doing comedy at the Edinburgh Fringe, Alfie Dundas maybe doesn't have the most unique position in the festival.
What?
I would argue...
Yeah, go on.
That what I talk about on stage is potentially not the most middle of the line relatable stuff.
No, it's not at all.
I think it's quite a unique position.
It's a very unique story.
I would say you might not like it.
Yeah.
But I would say that everything in the show is quite unique.
It's crazy.
And that could be a criticism.
Yeah.
It's crazy for it to be like, we've seen this show before.
Yeah, literally. You've not seen this show before.
Have seen this show before.
And we obviously can't talk about it because I don't want to give away spoilers, but it's like a very, very unique situation, story, thing that happened to you.
This was a nice review. This was like a good storyteller, delights in wordplay, His observational comedy helps. He plays well with an arrogant, pompous demeanour at times. Sometimes telling the audience they're a bit slow after doing a wordplay or historical reference.
That's funny. It's funny.
But when he says it after the 4th Huel-themed punchline in a row, it's slightly grating instead of ingratiating. It felt like he was missing a counterweight or tension to some of these posh jokes and the personality he portrays so confidently. There's nothing wrong, there's spelt wrong. 3's nothing wrong with playing the bad guy, and certainly as he jokes about the class makeup of comedians during the Fringe, there is a refreshing honesty to it. However, it felt like a lot of the time, the crutch getting in the way of good joke writing, charismatic energy, and great storytelling abilities that Alfie has. Fine. Here, his storytelling posh persona and swashbuckling demeanour breaks the tension like a sledgehammer and had everyone in stitches. I don't know, swashbuckling demeanour. I think it's like piratey getting away with it. Shall we put that on a poster?
Yeah,
swashbuckling demeanour.
Love that.
The show was frustrating because the highs were so high.
Oh.
But the repetitive nature of a lot of the jokes ended up making me feel somehow guilty for laughing when he does pull out a wicked delivery of a punchline involving small boat crossings and regattas.
That's good.
I was confused by this review because I couldn't tell whether they enjoyed it or not.
It feels like they did enjoy it.
And I got reviews like this last year where they were like, everyone seemed to be laughing and so was I, but I don't know why. And I'm a bit
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't deep it, guys. Just enjoy it.
The show was frustrating because the highs were so high.
That's so interesting.
But the repetitive nature of a lot of the jokes ended up making me feel somehow guilty for laughing when he did pull out a wicked delivery of a punchline.
That's interesting.
That's nice.
Yeah,
it did end on the strongest material, which only made the flaws more obvious. It's hard to recommend for its price point. What? It's hard to recommend for its price point.
It's the cheapest price point at Pleasance.
It's the cheapest price point I was allowed to pick, but I'm not allowed to. I'd love to.
Yeah, that's a bit unfair. It's not your...
Maybe Alfie's class material works better as the enemy in a London comedy club than in the more comfortable territory of an overwhelmingly middle-class Fringe.
That's fair.
I agree with that.
That's so fair.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't know what I meant to do about it, but I do agree with that. I do agree that me playing with the tension of like doing material about race to an all-white crowd, and I'm like, fuck, this would work better if there's a bit more diversity.
Yeah.
Cool.
Agreed.
So, mixed reviews.
But good. They both sound good reviews. we'll take it, Alfie. You've got some good
We take
Glockball
it.
quotes on there. You've got some amazing reviews as well.
I've taken quotes from those two and put them on the poster.
Yeah, good.
And just ignored the bad ones.
Okay, I love that. My poster was removed the other day. I didn't know it. Someone just took it down. You know, in Carlgate, we're near each other. It's been taken down.
What do you mean it's been taken down?
It's been taken down. Apparently, I think someone wasn't happy where their poster was. I think they're getting it moved. And I was like, sorry, you're not going to move my poster.
Where are they moving yours to?
Don't know. They just didn't say anything. I just walked past and I was like, oh, it's gone.
Do you want me to Claude up an email?
I would love you to
Because we can get compensation on that
please.
kind of stuff.
I'd love compensation. I'd love you to speak to the CEO of the council.
To the ombudsman, the fringe ombudsman, I am devastated. Have you been going around sticking little quotes on your poster?
My team does it.
Your team does it.
My team does it.
And that, listener or viewer, if you're watching this first ever video first podcast on Spotify, is the difference between Sophie and I.
Hey, who's selling out? EU.
Yeah. So drop your team. Sophie has a team and they do the run and they put the venue and they do the flyers. And then I am your team in the podcast world.
I have so many teams.
You have lots of.
That's actually so true.
I'm part of your team.
That's actually
because I publish
so
your
true.
podcast. I publish your podcast clips.
Yeah.
I run your ads.
Wow. That's so nice to have such a good team around me.
Do you want to plug your show? People might be coming up for the second half of the Fringe.
Yeah, the show's going really well. I'm really loving it. It's called a period drama. It's really for the girlies, but girls have been bringing their boyfriends, and the boyfriends have actually been really enjoying it.
Have the men been enjoying it?
It's kind of crazy.
That's gross.
It's mental.
Doesn't that make you feel guilty?
Makes me feel proud. I'm like, wow, I'm funny.
Finally, a show for the boys.
Finally, the boys going to love this show. But it's a crazy, crazy story. I can't really go into it because I don't want to give like the spoilers away, but it's a crazy story. It is about women's health, which Alfie's devastated about. But I've made it actually very funny. And
I want to get a
it.
sound effect button for when we
That sound.
when I talk about trains and you talk about endometriosis. We go meow meow meow.
Like The Sims.
The
You used
Sims.
to play on Sims. I'd love to play on The Sims right now. Anyway, that's all from me.
It starts from
we're back.
your endometriosis diagnosis, or does it end with your diagnosis?
Oh, spoiler alert. No, I'm joking. It starts.
Wait, you have endometriosis, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise I got to delete some tweets.
It starts with me saying I had a really crazy 48 hours in hospital where I was in intensive care. I've always been an overachiever, guys.
Yeah.
And then I go in to say how I got there and what happened to get me in intensive care. And it is cuckoo crazy bananas. Every time I say it, everyone's like, shocked. And every time I forget that people don't know.
Yeah, what is weird is thinking that people know
I always
what
assume
you're
people
like.
know. Yeah.
And like, so you'll say something about being, about being posh or whatever, and then they're like, what?
She's posh.
What? She's posh?
She's posh? Not anymore. I don't think people think I'm posh anymore. I
What?
think I've really moved away from that. Someone yesterday, I was wearing a hoodie. I wear a hoodie a lot up here, actually, guys. It's Skims, don't worry. And someone was really in shock to see me in a hoodie, and it made me, she was like, I've never seen you so dressed down.
Incognito.
Yeah, but I actually think every day I don't really dress up, but with comedy I used to dress up a lot. And for my show, I'm getting dressed up, but in everyday life, I'm a casual gal.
Yeah.
It's the bob, it's changed.
And I'm impressed that you've been doing this, French, which I am only going to start doing now, is going to lots of shows.
Haven't really been to that many, but yeah.
I tell you what I have been to, and I want to shout out, is BB Cave's
Was it good?
show. And I think fans of both of our stuff will like her show.
Oh, really? I have no idea what to
Because
expect.
it's more theatre-y. It's like one
Yeah.
woman show, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
Is it in the same room as you? Because I was.
No.
You're in
It's
the
in
dome.
the same. It's in the dome, but it's not the same
In the
room.
Pleasance Dome. Okay. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And she plays like 8 different characters, and it's all about female objectification. So it's it's tough, but it's tough for the boys to go through.
But they I'd also like to shout out Chris Hall, show amazing.
Great.
And then also I saw a show, it's like a drama play, which I don't normally love plays, but I love this, called Basic Bald Bitch.
Nice.
And if you like my show, you'll like that. Really good.
I'm going to about 10 shows this week
Are you?
because my father is in town.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad, who is coming up today and will be here for the week, has bought me and Sophie hundreds of tickets
Has
to
he bought me
shows.
for everything as well?
All I get every day is an email notification with a calendar invite which says 3 ticks to see.
Really? Can you tell me what they
Julian
are? I
Clary
can't see
or
Julian
whatever.
Clary, but I can tell me the others.
And then he'll text me and he'll be like, "Is Sophie coming to this?" I don't know. So me and my dad are about to go watch about 400 shows.
Please tell me
I've
what
got a lot booked in. I'm excited for. I'm going to Julian Clary. He's coming to you
on Wednesday.
On
I'm
Wednesday
I'm
when
scared
I'm
for your
doing
dad
my
to see a
show.
show. I don't think he'll like it.
I'm seeing Tonight I'm seeing Sam Ely as Basil Crumwick, which if you've been keeping up with Fringe stuff is probably the most hyped up
Yeah, people are talking about that
show
a
of the
lot.
Fringe, so I want to go see that. And Sam Ely directed, he does it as a character show this year, but he directed a lot of the award-winning shows last year.
Oh, really?
So he's like behind the scenes in comedy.
That's crazy. Yeah, wow.
And then I'm seeing Julian Clary tomorrow, Jeffrey Asmus. I'm seeing Pierre Novelli on Wednesday. And then I'm seeing Susie McCabe.
Oh, yeah.
On Thursday, who's amazing.
Yeah.
And then
She
I'm
was out last
doing
night.
a charity gig for Amnesty on the weekend.
Look at you.
Give back.
It's so good for Alfie to do a gig for Amnesty International. Wow.
They're going to hate that.
Wow.
They're going to hate that, some of my jokes.
They're actually going to hate that.
I don't know how else to play it. I don't know how to play it safe anymore.
I don't know how you can do
As
that
you've
gig.
seen at this Fringe when I'm just
Who
coming on
else
stage.
is doing that gig?
Nish is hosting, I think.
I can't believe you're doing that Amnesty International gig.
I know. They're going to lose money.
Do you want to do my endo material?
Could do. If I went on stage and did your endo material, how long do you think it would take people to know to like sort of, because they'd get nervous because they'd be like, we don't want to say you're not a woman.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it.
Well, I'll
Anyway.
let you know how that goes. We'll check in next week.
Yeah, please.
Might have got some more reviews by then.
Hopefully. Did we tell the audience I just got a 5 and a 4?
Sophie just got a 5 and a 4-star review from the same place. That just needs to be a 5.
Yeah, that
just needs to be a 5.
It's a 5. It's a 5.
I got a 5 and a 4 from the exact same place.
Alfie,
It's a 5.
let me just fucking have this, please.
It's a 5. No, I'm very happy for you.
First thing I said to Alfie was like, oh, I just got a 5 and 4. He goes, I got that.
I got
was
that
like,
from the same place.
hang
No,
on.
but I just think it's interesting.
Shut up.
Same thing from the same place.
Shut up, Alfie.
They're handing them out. They'll give them out to anyone. Have a bit of integrity, reviewers.
Anyway.
Sophie's got 5-star reviews, which means this weekend we'll be selling out. So buy your tickets.
I hope so.
You got a day off this week?
No day off for me this Fringe.
No days off for this, Soph.
No days off.
That is tough. We are halfway through, so send us well wishes. We're going to get increasingly tired as these weeks go
I
on.
feel weirdly fine. Crazy.
And I'll do some more research for next week and we'll see you then. Please like and subscribe wherever you watch this and follow us, whatever podcast platform. It helps us get recommended.
Yeah, please.
And that is how we've just found out that a fan from Australia has discovered us. So let us grow.
Please.
And take over the world.
All right, bye.
We'll see you next week.